tuning into Black and White Sports on YouTube. The no-holds-barred truth on sports. The main event starts now.
I'm back. Rudrance for our Black and White Sports 2. Well, we're going to talk about Tom Brady because he made some very interesting comments on his podcast, Let's Go, last night, and kind of peels back the curtain on exactly the struggle of trying to keep his personal life and football separated. Now, we know last Friday night, he went to Robert Kraft, the owner of the Patriots, got remarried, and Brady did go to that wedding. Well, he has taken some blowback over that. Sean Payton came out yesterday and said that he really, as a coach, wouldn't have cared and believes that Brady has earned the right to take those kind of liberties. However, he said where the problem comes in is when you do things like take 10 days off during the preseason, during training camp, and then you go do something like this. He said he was also surprised that Tom Brady did not fly back the same night. Now, he said he didn't know whether or not, Brady had other business, but Sean Payton, he when he was coaching the Saints, he would actually fly to Dallas to watch his son play football, high school football, or high school or junior high or whatever, and then fly back the exact same night, so he was there Saturday morning, because Saturday morning is kind of important. It's some finalizing and prep for these games. We saw Brady melt down on his offensive line. They lost to what many can believe to be a far less of a football team in the Pittsburgh Steelers right now, who started a rookie quarterback, and then Trubisky came in, but still, I don't think anybody thinks Brady and the Bucs should lose to the Steelers. Todd Bowles, the coach, didn't think so either. He unloaded on his team. I did that video yesterday. Well, Tom Brady, struggling to focus on personal life during season, he compares it to going to war. Now, I got to be honest with you, that doesn't actually bother me. That's been such an old saying in the NFL forever. Marshawn Lynch even said it the other day about Russell Wilson. Really, I got to go through your manager to get to you when we've gone to war together? I think everybody knows what they're talking about when they say that. Tom Brady says he's finding it nearly impossible to focus on his personal life half of the year. That's probably why you're getting divorced. Explaining he feels like NFL seasons are similar to, quote, going away on deployment for the military. The Tampa Bay Bucs star shed light on his struggle with work-life balance while talking to Kevin Durant on this week's episode of the Quarterback's Let's Go podcast. The 45-year-old admitted even though he tries to place an emphasis on certain aspects of his off-field life during the football season, he always finds himself buried in his job instead. Quote, I almost look at the football season like you're going away on deployment for the military, Brady said. And it's like, man, here I go again. The reality is, he continued, is you can really only be authentic to yourself, right? Whatever you may say, oh man, I want to, make sure I spend a little more time doing this during the season. The reality is, when it comes down to it, your competitiveness takes over, and as much as you want to have this playful balance with work balance, you're going to end up doing exactly what you've always done, which is why you are who you are. The words appear to shed further light on the marital issues Brady is having with Gisele Bündchen. She's wanted him to step away from football for years and be more of a hands-on family man, but he's making it clear he's having a very hard time doing that. In fact, he said he straight up gets to the point where all he cares about in the fall and winter months is wins and losses. Quote, you're going to go, how the F do I get this done? What do I got to do for my teammates to get it done? As reported, Gisele has left Tom because of his obsession with football, and the two have started the process of a divorce, hiring high-profile family law attorneys in South Florida. So he's just coming out and saying it. Look, I mean, football is getting in the way of my personal life. I've tried to keep some commitments to my personal life during the football season, but we know if you want to be a true great, NFL great, it's not that way. I mean, you become single-minded into a purpose, and that's to win a Super Bowl. And Tom Brady is probably the most rigid and disciplined and obsessed of all the quarterbacks we may have ever seen. Peyton Manning is probably another guy that was like that. But it's clear it becomes about football. Although there does seem to be this strange thing with Brady this year. Like, you watch him on the field and you watch him during games, something's not right, something's off. I continue to say the lack of actual preseason participation across the league has offered up some really strange football this year. We've got a lot of quarterbacks winning that when you go look at their statistics are putrid. I mean, Zach Wilson won a game the other day. He threw for 100 yards. Carson Wentz threw for 99 yards. It's been a very strange NFL season. Now, I do think you'll start seeing some separation, and I tend to believe the Bucs will get it together. You know, I just feel like they're one of the few teams, when you start looking at who's got the quarterbacks, I would assume, and this may be a big-ass assumption at 45 years old, like we may be watching some of the end right here. I think you combine that with the Gisele thing, I really wanted to play for the Miami Dolphins thing, and things are very amiss in Tampa Bay. I do think they get it together. I think they're lucky they're in a weak division, and do I think they can go 10-7? Yeah, I do. And then once Brady's in the playoffs, all bets are off, you know. So I don't know. But it's clear here. He's making it very clear. Football is an issue in my personal life. Football has caused me some problems, obviously. He's getting divorced. And I don't know how to shut that off. Again, also, never mind, you signed a 10-year contract with Fox Sports to be the #1 analyst when you retire, which also was going to take you away from family. I don't know. Tell me what you think, Black and White Sports 2 fans. The Bucs are in a strange spot, but at the same time, they're lucky because so is the rest of the NFL. It's an extremely strange season right now. We're getting some old school football, and I'm not sure it's on purpose. We're getting a lot of special teams, a lot of defense, a lot of running the football again. I like it, actually. But, fantasy owners probably do not. Peace. I'm out. Till next time. Black and White Network supporters, make sure you go over and check out the Black and White Network merchandise store. 25% off USA First. 25% off USA First. Go now.
Thanks for watching the show. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Be sure to tune in next time on Black and White Sports.